Welcome to the Women on the Rise podcast. I'm Jen Blandos, and I am so excited to share with you that for the next 30 days, I am introducing you to 30 of Female Fusion's members from around the world. They are going to share with you their stories of entrepreneurship, their highs, the lows, what inspired them to get into business, which I hope will inspire you along your entrepreneurial journey. Welcome to another episode of Women on the Rise and our special feature where we are showcasing 30 Female Fusion members, and we are sharing their stories of entrepreneurship, how they got started, their highs and their lows. And today I am joined by Sayali, who has a web design company. Welcome to the podcast, Sayali.
Thank you so much. I'm glad that I'm here.
It's so great to have you. Now, you have a web design business. We don't have many web design businesses within Female Fusion.
I noticed that.
Lucky for you.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about ActiveLink and what you're doing.
Okay. I'm basically from India and I'm here in Dubai since 2016. ActiveLink actually started back in India in 2012. I completed my MBA in 2006 and later on I worked in few companies. But believe me, none of my job lasted more than 6 to 8 months.
Why is that?
That's what I was wondering when I left my last job in 2012. I was really wondering what is going on. Because sometimes leaving a job is okay, but after every 6 months, applying for new jobs, giving an interviews is really a frustrating thing. And actually, that was the thing I was going through. So, but then I realized that job is not my cup of tea. I cannot.
Do you know what? Some of us are not meant to be employees. Kind of like some people are not meant to be employers.
Yeah.
And I remember when I set up my business, my dad always used to say to me, he was like, Jennifer, I do not know how you are going to have a job. You have such a problem with authority that you can never be an employee.
Absolutely. That was the point that I felt that I cannot tolerate bossing. So when I left my last job, I thought not again. Now I'm going to start taking my independent projects. Fortunately, my each job earlier where I worked, each profile was the milestone to start my own venture. Because in one profile, I worked as website designer. One was website developer. Then I led one project. So I was aware that how it goes, where it starts and where it ends. So I decided to give a thought. Okay, let's start taking independently projects independently, and rest of the things I thought that I will learn with the flow. So this is how ActiveLink Web Design born.
But that's great, right? You know, it wasn't working for you, and so you were like, a girl's got to have a job, so I'm going to set up my own business.
But I was totally made my mind that now I'm going to start something my own. So job was totally out of mind till that time.
Yeah.
So I started working myself and I started looking for people, started looking for leads, that how can I... Initially, it started with my friends and families, those who knows that I'm into this business or I'm into this career. So initially, it started with them, friends and families.
Okay, so started with them. You did work for them, they were happy, and they told their friends or other people saw what you were doing. How did you, after the friends and family, after you had designed all their websites, how did you get your clients after that?
It's through networking only. Most powerful networking that time was word of mouth.
Yes.
So it spreaded in that way only. And I think social media was not that much active that time. So word of mouth was the only source I had. And rest, I started connecting with some groups. I was in India that time, so there were very few groups I used to do with. But okay, it started in that way only.
And so you started with that, built your business, and then you built a team in India as well? Or were you working with freelancers?
Actually, I worked with freelancers. Initially, I was the whole and soul for ActiveLink. I was into marketing. I used to design the website, I used to develop them, and I used to deliver them. So it was quite challenging because single-handedly managing everything was quite difficult. The difficult task was developing the websites, because if you get stuck in any code, if you are working in an office, you have colleagues to discuss with, you have to team to share with. When you are doing it with alone, it used to take some days and nights for to get it solved. So this is how for initially 2 to 3 years I did it by my own, but by God's grace numbers started increasing, and then I decided to develop my own team. But initially, yes, I worked with freelancers. I mean, I collaborated with the companies to set up my own team at their place.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so now you left India in 2019, relocated to the UAE, and set your business up all over again.
Yeah.
How did you find that? Did you bring a lot of your clients with you from India, or was it like starting all over again?
Not really. Actually, I shifted here in 2016.
Okay.
Then I worked in a website development company. My aim was just to understand the market over here. So,
did you do more than 6 months?
7 months. That's it. Yeah. So I worked there because I wanted to understand the market. I wanted to understand that how. Actually, it was a very small company. So I just wanted to how the owner is interacting with the people. And again, after 7 months, when I left that job too, I took my own license, and I started working here independently. Till the time, actually, I had team back in India. So I had a support, I had helping hands. So that's why I started taking more number of projects. I mean, it was not like, only one project, let's see how it works. No, I started taking proper projects of website development.
Fantastic. So you've gone from that. So you've had your business for a while, really grown. How have you found having a business in the UAE versus having a business in India?
It is totally depends on the mentality, I guess, because in India, I used to tell business owners that how website is still important for their business. Having one website link, how it will help them to grow their business. But mentality is changing nowadays, obviously.
Yeah.
But here, people were already set. They were looking for having a professional website, having a professional link for their business. And that's why they come forward to discuss that, they come forward to discuss, I want to develop a website, how we can go with it. So this is how it used to happen. I mean, the difference is people are aware about importance of website development here in Dubai rather than a bit difference in India.
And did you find that refreshing to have a different sort of client, where in India you're maybe sitting down with somebody and they're like, I don't even need a website, where here everybody's got a website and you don't even need to have that conversation, but they're looking at how you can help them take it to the next level?
Yes, it is always refreshing. Even for India also, you explain the clients that how it is important. So I started enjoying that thing, that to convince people that how the website is important for their business. Because nowadays, you can just, you can't have only social media presence. Because you can take an example of our daily routine. If you are looking to buy any product or service, what will you do? You will search in a Google, and you have in your mind that, let's see if they are having a website, and let's go through it if they are having a website presence. But you don't have the things in mind that, let's go for the Facebook page or let's go for the Instagram page. So it is very difficult, or it is very important that they're already aware about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dubai people, or maybe you can say UAE people, are already aware about it.
And it's nice in a ways to deal with a different level of knowledge, isn't it? That you can focus on having a different conversation with them.
Yeah, definitely. I started enjoying any kind of conversation with my clients.
So what has been your biggest challenge with building your business in the UAE?
I had a setup in India earlier. When I came here, again, I had to collaborate with the companies. I started looking for the companies because initially it was not possible for me to have my own setup. So that's why I started building my teams with collaborating with the companies. So I was totally new at this place. I was not aware that how it goes. So discussing with people, looking for new contacts and checking with them, trying with them that how our project can go with them, how what are the expertise they have. So these kind of challenges I had earlier, that collaboration with the companies.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about, because you came here, you set up your business here again, what would you say to somebody if they were coming to the UAE and thinking about setting up a business here? What would be your top tips to them for success?
I would suggest them that consider website as an investment rather than expense. Like if you are setting a business, your license is important. Likewise, your website link is always important, because that's nowadays client meets your website first before meeting you.
Yes.
Many times it happens. So that's why you must have a professional website. I'm not saying that it should have a lengthy website with lots of information, lots of pages. No.
But just a presence, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Lots of information. If the client gets lost, he has lots of options available on the internet. So keep it simple, keep it user friendly, keep it very with soft color, soft look. So even a 1-page website, even a 5-page basic website, I would suggest that don't give it as a second choice to your business. If, okay, I will do this, and then I will do website. No. Then you may get stuck somewhere for growing your business. So as long as when you are setting up your business, start looking or start working on your website, so you can share that link which is trusted for your business. You can share that link and you can get the prospective clients towards you. You can face them towards you.
So what are your plans for ActiveLink for the coming year?
I'm looking for big brand names. So that's why I'm taking steps towards it. Now, luckily, I have my own setup. I have a setup team, collaborated with the companies over here. The team is totally set up. So obviously, I'm looking for some big brand names, and I'm looking towards have some great things in our portfolio very soon.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing your entrepreneurial journey with us today on the Women on the Rise podcast.
Thank you so much. I loved it.
Thanks, Sayali. Thanks for listening to the Women on the Rise podcast and our 30 most inspiring female entrepreneurs. If you are inspired by today's episode, why not come and join us in Female Fusion? We would absolutely love to have you. This is where you will be able to connect with the most incredible female entrepreneurs who are all committed to building a most profitable business. All you need to do is head over to femalefusionnetwork.com/join. I look forward to seeing you on the inside.